Okay. Brad, are we going to start with the skip or we want to go with the Encompass? It's up to you.
I think if we want to start with Encompass, that might be fine. Kinsey's on the call and then knock that out. Then if Kinsey,
Sure.
if you want, you can jump off.
So,
Okay, sounds good.
Jeff, you want to share your screen or
Yes, can
Mackenzie?
you guys fill me in? Sorry, I'm not quite
Okay.
up to speed
So
on what we're doing here, but
what we are trying to do is we are trying to understand what Encompass plugins you have at this time,
okay.
and if we can get little bit detail about each one of them, so that will be helpful.
Yep,
The list of
I
plugins is in the chat for you, Kinsey.
Perfect. Thank
yes,
you. You have ID. Oh my God, you have a lot of them.
we do. Now the Encino, the bottom two plugins, those will be going away hopefully by the end of this year. Encino is working with Encompass on their API
That,
calls to
yeah,
our
EPC,
system.
right?
So yeah,
That will be EPC calls after that. Okay, that's
correct.
fine. So, okay, VC admin tool. You when it says GVC, it means VC and GVC is like your plugin internal, maybe.
Yes, those are
That's
the
what
ones
I'm.
that we've created.
Okay. And KM is Kenzime plugin. LTK is
Lender
Lenders
Toolkit.
Toolkit.
Hmm.
Okay. So Lenders Toolkit, I see only one plugin. It is Toolshed. Toolshed. Yeah, Toolshed. Okay. Uh, You have like, can you open this up? What you are doing with this one?
Yes, so for the Lender Toolkit, we are using their biz rule analyzer. That's the
Okay,
main one that we use. And I can
okay.
actually, I don't know why I clicked this file. Give me just a second. Let me go into one that,
Al Alizna, can you please add them to our setting analyzer and give them
Yep,
access to it, please?
yep. As Jeff, would you be able to give me the instance ID? And then I can set you
I
up with
think
them.
he already sent you. I saw something.
Yeah, no, that was something different.
Oh no, I have the instance. If that's not what you needed for instance ID, I'm not sure what you want. I mean, I'll throw in
Same
chat.
thing. Is
This
instance
isn't.
ID same thing, Alizna?
Let me see your email. I'll check that one email again, Jeff.
All right. Well, I put our production instance ID in the chat for you.
Okay, yeah, this one, right. Thank you.
Okay. So So if we give you access to our setting analyzer, you can check those and see if you still need that LTK, that's fine. If not, then we already have something like that.
okay, that's awesome.
And that is like the one we have is like web-based. It's not inside Encompass.
Okay, but it will talk to our environment.
Yes, but it's a little different. That's why I said first
Okay,
check.
that's
Okay.
no problem. Thank
The
you.
reason is like we are trying to avoid plugins as much as possible, DLLs, because it will go away anyway,
Absolutely.
right? So by the end of this year, I think everything is API based. So that is something Toolshed is only setting analyzer.
Nor yours being API based, does that mean you guys also pull through the data templates and etc. settings from those as
We
well?
are doing a lot of things on that one. So I will share with you in a few minutes. I just want to go over all this and then we'll go one by one. Yes, I think we are doing data templates. Okay. Next one is Kenzime plugin. So partner Gatless automation. Okay. And utility manager. So you for Kenzie May, I think you are just using this with gateless, right? That
Yeah,
is
so there's
a
a couple other ones that we just, like the plugin data and the utility manager, we just recently added.
and what you are doing with the utility manager?
That one is a great question. Let me. I know there was a reason for it, but this was when I was out and Joe took that. Let me just take a look.
Hmm.
Jeff, were you involved with that one? Do you remember?
No, I was not, but I thought that was the one that they used basically to support this utility panel. Like, I didn't think that was necessarily for you guys. I thought that was for Kinsey May
For
to be
them?
able to do their work. Yeah.
That sounds about right. Because we've only implemented the gateless automation within Kinsey May. And I believe like
Mhm.
this is the utility manager plugin here. Like that I'm
Okay,
sharing
that's
right
fine.
now.
Yeah,
And then
it means
within
you are
this
not
utility manager is the gateless plugin that we're using.
yeah. Are you using anything on the Infinity solution or Landing Hub?
No.
Okay, that's fine. So gateless is completely automated now, or you're still working on it?
It is completely automated. We're working through some bugs at this time, but it is automated.
That's fine. So we don't want to remove this one. And
No.
Encino, I don't want to remove it because that is already connected. Now we are going to talk about all this GVC plugins. Can
Okay,
you give
there's a
me a little
lot to
bit?
a lot of these, and a lot of these plugins were built before my time.
So,
But
but you know like what it is doing in the back end, or you have no idea?
no, I do. So the appraisal tasks, that one we're actually working to get rid of, with Jeff's
Okay.
help. We do all of our appraisals in-house.
Mm-hmm.
So it reaches out to our skip environment and assigns the appraiser coordinator, and then sends emails, finishes milestones,
Okay.
then the auto
So now,
email.
now you said you want to get rid of it. So how you are handling now going forward?
Jeff,
That's one of the projects we listed off earlier today that,
Oh,
we got it. It's less than 24 hours old. Need to go over it with the rest of the leadership team to see if they want to move forward with it internally or they have another vendor they're looking at or potentially hand it off to you guys to do.
okay, that's fine. So yeah, definitely we can help you. It's a combination of custom development and Optimo because Optimo can read the documents and then custom development to get the data from appraisal and do some task on top of it. So okay, that will go away. And Optimo plus custom solution. Okay, that's fine. Uh, GVC auto email. I think you may be sending emails out based on the credential criteria, right? Like something happened to the file.
yes, and there's a little bit more to that one. Where is this? Why can I not find it? For the most part, yes, that's what it's doing.
Right. So that is also part of Optimo. So you don't like really, you don't need that. I'm just writing this because I want to make sure that we are handling all those here as well.
Okay,
Uh, incomplete lead plugin.
pulling that one up now.
Is it something like adverse section or something? Because it's incomplete, you want to just like mark it like adverse.
Yes. So yep,
Oh.
that's correct.
Okay.
Our users go here.
Again, this is also part of Optimo, and we call it adverse action.
Okay. They'll click this adverse prospect, incomplete lead, check this box, it saves it, and then it withdraws the file.
Correct. Okay. And move the file from my pipeline to
Pipeline
your
to adverse or to our
your
prospects
website.
folder.
Perfect. That's good. Okay. Input form set template.
Form set. That one I don't know. Let's take a look.
And the things which we are not able to identify here, we can always get the DLL file and review it, that what it is doing on our side, and we'll figure out like, so that is also, we can document each one of them.
Okay, yeah, look, I'm gonna write this one down to look back into because I'm not sure what that one is.
Milestone task plugin.
So we have this one has a lot of completing milestones for us based off of information in the file.
Mhm.
One of them being when the shipping detail is added into the file, it will complete the shipping milestone and send it to our accounting team.
Okay.
That's just one example of it automating milestone completions.
You have a list of all these tasks, or like, is it possible for you to open up the setting here for milestone task plugin?
Yeah.
Either settings or maybe.
The setting or the actual DLL
Yeah, I just want to
file.
know the like how you are setting up these milestones, like criterias. Alizna, can you check with Shizad that our tool in Optimo has that Encompass update fields, but are we updating milestone or not?
Okay. Every time I share my screen, it's so slow. Everything I do.
Jeff,
Yes.
Jeff,
Yes.
you can have a like you can see that Alizna sent you the like in the chat box setting analyzer.
Yeah.
You can use your credentials. The good part is like you can use your Encompass credentials and you can go from there actually.
Okay. Yeah, I'll wait to make sure everything's signed up, NDAs, all that stuff's in place before I,
Oh, we already signed up. We well passed through that one. So
Yeah, I kind of recall that we did. I'm checking with our compliance team just to confirm that we do have that in place. It sounds familiar.
yeah, we have NDA, MSA, and license agreement all signed from both sides. You're still working on it, right?
Yeah, it's not opening. one. Let me try it this way.
Are you guys Encompass is slow for any reason? Like looks like
Mine is only slow when I'm sharing on Teams, but for the most part, not too bad. All right, I can't get this plugin to open. I don't know why. Jeff, can you open the plugin on your in Visual Studios?
Oh, I don't know. I can on my personal setup. I don't know if I have it set up here yet.
Let me try it one
Give me
other
a moment.
way. Do you have access to file share new, Jeff?
Yeah, I think so. Just give me a second. I'll just try to grab the plugin real quick here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop sharing. Maybe that'll
Mhm.
then I'll share it.
Sharing, do the job, then reshare.
Yes.
It's the milestone one, correct? That's what we're looking at. Milestone
Yeah.
tasks plugin. Okay.
Yep. I can't even get on file share, and I was.
Need to work on those permissions.
I have them. What? So I thought.
All right.
wow.
Hmm.
No, I did ask Shazad about the milestones.
Uh-huh.
He's saying we can do that with the plugin through bulk importer, but not with the workflows.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, sorry, guys. I'm still trying.
We can move on to the next one while I'm trying to get into that one.
Okay. The next one. Purpose of transaction. That one is-
The next one I have is purpose of transaction verbiage.
That one's being used still? I don't. Let's see. It would help if I could open these plugins and read what we're doing, and then I would be able to tell you exactly what we're doing.
Okay.
But without me being able to open them,
You can always like do it later and
okay.
send me then this information. That will work. If you know a little bit about like what is the purpose of transaction verbiage for now, just tell me what it is. Task plugins, QC task plugin, that is other one. Uncheck current version task. I think it's a document in the E folder. You may be unchecking the current version.
Yep,
Uh, for the
that's
duplicates.
exactly right. The QC tasks is that one.
I got the milestone tasks open. Just bear with me as I go through it, but it looks like there's a field change event, before milestone completed event, and a before commit event. It looks like it checks if it's FHA, if the case number is formatted the right way. If it's VA, the case number is formatted the right way.
Is it an XML file or it's a screen? Jeff,
It's a DLL file.
DL file. So like it's a
I
XML.
just opened it. No, I just opened the DLL file.
Can you share your screen so I understand what you're saying?
Yeah, give me a second here. Go through this. There you go. So yeah, here's the loan open, turns it on.
Okay.
You got your
Yeah.
events, and then this event checks, make sure case numbers are done, milestone complete. It looks like it checks in the folder, then sets fields based on the current milestone, or it not being the
Okay.
current milestone.
Yeah, I will need this file basically, the conditions, if conditions. So
Okay.
we can go and create that. Yeah, once you check the NDA and everything, I think it's everything done. So it's Alizna.
Okay.
Alizna, without NDA, we cannot do anything else, right?
Yeah, I'm just looking at that right now. Give me a second. Let me just check the sign
We have a
easy
license
document.
agreement for sure, but not. I'm not finding the NDA in
Yeah,
their
let
folder.
me.
I do have NDA from 2019.
Yeah, that's an
I-
old one.
I think
That's with
what's
Nancy
in your
Doherty.
statement of work is sufficient.
Sorry?
I said, I think what's in the statement of work is sufficient. The agreement that
Yeah,
we signed.
it also have an NDA, but like really,
No, I think the MSN NDA was previously sent and that is still not signed.
okay, that's fine.
Do you want me to like resend it?
I mean, you've got a
That's
paragraph in there that says the receiving party, which is you guys, right? Agrees
Yeah.
not to use any confidential information for any purposes except for the purpose of providing services under this agreement. You agree not to disclose any confidential information to third parties or its employees. I think we're good with that. Compliance feels that way as well.
Okay.
good.
All right. Well, I can just throw the DLLs in the chat then if you guys download, if that works. Assuming Teams will allow it to happen. Sometimes Teams doesn't like
Just
certain file types.
I suggest we should have some folder somewhere because I don't know, do we have any confidential information or not? We can either set up the Dropbox or something where we get all this information, but Teams is not good.
However, okay.
I will set up the DLs, the folder for you in Dropbox. QC task plugin. Michelle? Sorry,
If
McKinsey.
you're
Jeff,
gonna,
can you
well,
open that one too while you're
yeah,
there?
I guess, but I guess my point is, if you guys are gonna review all the plugins, do we need to do this drill? If you're gonna do it on your side, or
No, actually, I just need a little bit of description, right? So I'm just writing
okay,
the description with each one of them. We are going to review every one of them anyway.
oh, that makes
But
sense.
at this time, just QC task plugin, like what it is doing.
It looks like it sends an email when certain milestones are completed.
Okay.
Looks like clear to close through funding. Checks for some track documents to be in place. Sets if fraud, like last fraud run date.
Then email to QC and certain milestone complete. Okay.
Wow, this uses some of the native custom fields like the cust 44 and stuff. You don't see that a lot.
These are old plugins that were before Joe and I's time. And we haven't, a lot of them we haven't touched. The
Yeah, I'd be
big
surprised if this one
ones,
still works.
yeah, the big ones that we really deal with are the milestone completion ones, the appraisal one, the admin one,
Admin
auto
is
email, the
something different,
incomplete
or is
lead.
just a Mackenzie,
Yep.
admin is something different, or it's just controlling all other plugins.
Correct.
Control for all other
Con-
plugin, right?
Control, yep.
Just like what we
There's
saw on the Kenzie May.
no, not
Okay.
not exactly like that. We don't have like a button that we click inside Encompass that brings up all of our, it's for the, on the home screen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Can't pull that one up either, goodness gracious. Okay, we're gonna have to figure this out.
So uncheck current version task is like update e-folders. For older documents. Okay. Underwriting income export import.
Looks like it
Using
generates a file and saves it to the
It saves it to their
C
file
drive and
share
then
drive.
yeah, then the GVC shared drive, which I don't think exists anymore.
Which shared drive does it show?
GVC1.
No, that does not exist.
Okay. Well, we can cross that. We can cross line 9 out.
Does it
Okay.
have file share new on there?
It does not.
Wait, GBC1, no, that one does exist. I'm so sorry.
Does it still? Okay. All right.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it saves a low number, then some parameters from the file, .excel file.
Yep, that sounds
Okay.
right.
And it's getting data or documents.
From a
Looks like it's
form.
getting data. It's
Data
building a,
from your income calculator, maybe custom form.
Yes.
Okay. Custom form income calculator.
was that the last of them, or is there another one
This is the last one. Yeah.
Okay.
Other one is like Kenzime, which we don't want to touch, and then LTK. Also going to show you that in a minute.
Well, I didn't think we
Um,
did the version one, the unchecked versions.
Yeah, we did.
un-
That's just
Oh, did
going
we?
in
Okay.
and unchecking the current version in the E folder.
Okay.
So when you have like multiple current versions, so they are maybe on certain documents, they may be unchecking the um, version, current version, because if you have a new document, you want to make sure that the previous one is unchecked,
Yep.
right? So this is done. Okay, that's good. Give me a minute, okay?
Absolutely. I need to step away for just a moment.
Yeah, sure.
Me too. I just need to get water for myself.
Not allowed. Just trying to log into setting analyzer, and then I can show you some few things here. Okay, I can share my screen. Let me know when
I can see it.
Jeff came back. Mackenzie, you are going to use it, or
I will
this
use
is
it, Joe will use it, Jeff will probably use it, but
okay?
yeah, for the most part, just the three of
You
us.
guys are super admin on the Encompass account, right?
Correct.
Okay,
Jeff
that's
is
a good
bad
thing.
boss.
So here, when you log in, you see all the fields here, 40,524. You can search any field. For example, field 19, and you can see that where in the business rule this field is used, and
Awesome.
you see all the code and everything here. We recently add this. I'm not sure how good this is, but you can like really create using, you know about cloud
Yeah.
cloud code. So this is like you can write your description and it will create a business rule for you basically.
Okay.
So, but you have to use your own account. So first time when you log in, it will ask you for the uh, cloud credentials.
Okay. Now, how long does it typically take to sync all of this data?
Really, look, this is doing it right now. Encompass field, business rules, alerts, custom fields, reports, pipeline view, user groups.
Mine is
Sync
stuck on the
them.
reports and pipeline view, so I just was curious if it takes some time or. And it could
No,
be my computer. I'm having difficulties with everything else, so I wouldn't be surprised.
yeah. So you
Oh
see
yeah,
that
yours is already
it
sick.
is
Yeah, I logged in right when you started sharing your screen, and
mhm.
it's still syncing.
Okay.
So
So you see
I
that
just need
data
to do a
template here.
restart after we get off this call.
Oh, if you want to do that, just do it right now. Connect again.
Okay, I'm gonna do that if you don't mind.
Yeah. Yeah, it will
Be
be
right
much
back.
better in that case. See, we are already 35 minutes, Alizna. We have to go on skip now, so.
That was a very polite "I told you so."
Okay.
Are you able to, I mean, while she's loading, are you able to sort through this like by text too? Like if there's an email and a rule, like by the subject line to kind of find it?
Oh yeah, yeah, that's fine. Like, give me example.
This file has.
This file has.
Yes. I had to do that yesterday to find someone's automated email.
The good part about this one is you also have option to select all and export it to Excel. That's one
Okay.
thing. Any field particularly you looking for, like 19, let's say?
Oh no, this was it was a triggered email off a button click on a form, and this all I had to go on was the subject line of
Oh, okay.
this loan file
Uh,
has, and then it was loan
in
number,
that
and yeah,
case, I
so
think I will check with my team, but um, uh, email.
does this look at input forms as well?
Yes, that's what I was trying to do, but let's see, 19, field 19. So this is something, and then when I click here, it will do this.
Kenzie's
And
gonna
if
jump
I
back on
go
from her
to
phone.
input form,
Her computer's updating.
something, custom
Just
fields, custom input form. You see
okay.
that?
Yeah.
So you can easily search for anything you like. This is a code behind.
Yeah, no, I've seen a handful of these kind of tools. So yeah, being able to get into the the body of an email to track things down is something nice about the one that we currently have. So
Yeah, here you are going to get this type of thing, so should not be a problem.
okay. Welcome back.
Yeah, you see that? This is a macro field for email.
Okay.
If I go with the subject, maybe I will get that subject line. You see?
Yeah, so are you
In
still
using
looking you're still looking in your platform, not on the Excel.
no, in the platform, yes.
Okay.
So, and the other thing you asked me for the data template. So there is a data template as well. So,
Okay.
This is nice. This offers more than what the visual analyzer does.
and I also showed her that how to write the using the Claude. So you can create and you can like ask. Right? You see that it changed?
Very cool.
So, but like really, I'm not Encompass admin, so I don't use that. I did my Encompass admin maybe in 2008, 2016. So after that, it's expired. Okay. So you got the idea, right? How this works,
Yep.
right? First of all, when you log in first time, you don't have anything here. So you have to sync the field. Once field is synced, you will have everything here. You can search any field here, or I, what I did just like right here in this one. Um, the next one is like it's giving you all this information. It's a RDBA available in reporting database and all really related information. And then if you want to export, you can select any tool you want to export the code behind of each one of them and click export. It will create the Excel file, downloadable Excel file. This is really good for keeping the record. Like my clients are using this every month. They just like keep the previous month last day as their record, that what was there earlier. You can do every week, every month. It's up to you. And then once you're done, you just like export. This is the Excel file, basically. Okay.
Looks nice.
And what else? Like it's showing me 40,000 fields total, read only 3590, standard fields 23,000, custom fields 1538, borrower fields like 3005, and then lock fields where you have a lock equals true, 147. And then if you need all of them, export all data, you can always do that. I don't know what these are. I think it's a list of fields. Yeah, it's all the list of fields. So it should have all 40,000 something. Oh, I have 147, so it's showing me 147 fields.
It's just showing the lock fields, right?
Like whatever I select, I'm selecting
Okay.
40,000 and export, then it will show me all 40,000 fields.
Got it.
If I need only custom fields, I want to see that what is my custom fields look like. Then I can just go and click the custom field and export. I'm sure this is 13. Yeah, 1538. 1538. Okay. That's all for the plugin right now. We are going to get back to you. And if you, Mackenzie, if you get any information on any of these plugins, any
I'm
details,
just, yep,
it will be much easier for us to understand. Okay.
absolutely.
Brad, can you share your screen and go over Skip?
Sure, be happy to.
I had someone like some other client, I have similar type of application they built.
Okay,
Uh, they are in California, so
yeah, I'm just getting it set up now. How does it look on your screen? I've got a real big screen. Does it look weird?
no, this is
Size-wise?
good. This is good.
looks
Like
all
it
right.
looks like it's not showing me complete screen, but like I see that submit button is a little bit cut off.
Okay, yeah, let me do this. Let me know. Does that make it better?
Yeah, perfect.
Yep.
This is
Okay. All right. So this is Skip. And I'll just kind of start running and just interrupt me when you have questions. But
sure.
this all really started because 15 years ago when I started, we were keeping a lot of data in different spreadsheets, and we were constantly having to email each other, call each other, hey, can you get out of the spreadsheet? I need to get in and edit it. And so we said, hey, why don't we use Microsoft Access as opposed to Excel, where we can all get access to the same thing at the same time. So we built Skip really with the initial intention of merging 4 different Excel spreadsheets to assist with specifically branch accounting. And it's just ballooned over the last 14 years that we've been developing it from that starting point to what it is now. So I'll just kind of run through it. I'll be kind of all over the place because it does a
Sure.
lot, and just stop and ask questions when you want. So Skip really, as I mentioned, it does a couple things early on. It is currently our appraisal management system, which is early in the process. It's also where we're keeping track of locks and where we're pulling in data to share with MCT about, our interest rate lock pipeline. But then it kind of sits dormant for a little while until the loan gets through closing and it's ready to be funded. And Skip really picks up all of our loans from that funding transaction to really the end of the life of GVC. we're pulling in, it's making selections. I can show you a screen just for instance, for the warehouse. Over here, we've got, all the different loan program types, and then we've got our different warehouse lines. And we just go through and we check the box for USDA. We don't want Plains Capital Bank. Don't really remember why, but we don't want them doing USDA loans, but Texas Capital Merchants Bank, First Horizon, Bank of Oklahoma, all good. So we've got this matrix right here where we dial that all in. And then over here, we're showing what our credit limits are by each warehouse line, and then what our target usage amounts are each month for the warehouse line, and in what order would we like to use them. So Bank of Oklahoma, we're going to fund $5 million, and they're going to get every single loan that this matrix says they can get at the beginning of the month because they're a priority number one until we hit 5 million. Then we hit 5 million, they're done. Probably not going to see another loan the rest of the month, unless there happens to be a loan program over here that they're the only ones that can do it. Then we'll pivot to First Horizon, same thing. We're going to load up till 15 million. Then they're kind of done. Then the 3 to 4 to 5, so on and so forth.
Sure.
We also manage our haircuts here as a part of the data that we submit to the warehouse lines. This kind of was an issue, would they do rate and term refi, cash out refi, purchase, and, did they have minimum FICOs? That became kind of a big deal in 2020 and 2021, if you might recall. Everybody was kind of scared. Not really relevant anymore. Everybody does everything really, regardless of FICO and loan purpose type. And then obviously, just to maintain integrity of old data, we keep all of our old ones that are marked in a retired status now. So if we ever go back and look, hey, this loan we did in 2015, oh yeah, we put it on a Marist Bank's warehouse line. That data is all still there in Skip.
Sure.
Once it's funded, it will send it to the shipping script, the shippers. And well, before that, actually, well, no, the shippers will have it. We'll know it's coming in. They'll know to prep it. They're going to know, which warehouse line do we need to ship the note to. They'll add notes as needed. Ineligible investor data will flow through from the lock confirm screen. And this is where they're really keeping track of all of the loans that we have in our shipping pipeline right now. Kind of the day from funded, how old is the loan? Being mindful of dwell times on the warehouse lines. And then obviously we've got some really old ones here. Those are unfortunately loans held for investment at the current time until we sell them probably in the S&D market. We're going to just automatically pull in commitment information on this screen when our cap markets using MCT commits loans to certain investors. We'll pull in the day it was committed, the expected price, commitment number. Usually investor loan number is not available unless it's a best effort loan early on. And then, as the shipper gets their parts done, they get through post-close gets done and investor buys the loan. We're going to have our purchase advice screen where we're capturing the date it was sold. What is that investor loan number? What is the final price? We've got other reports that will compare the final price we did get on the PA with the committed investor price. We're just kind of making sure that purchase advice balances. We've got bots that will do this for
manual or it's automated? Like I'm talking about when you receive the PA.
Yep. It's about 50-50 now. And this is something that I really would like to work with you guys to get back to more of an automated process. We had a lot of bots. We still have the bots, Automation Anywhere. But not telling you guys anything you don't know. One little thing changes with an investor and, where they put the PA or how you get the PA. Yeah, the bot breaks. So we're probably 50% automated at this point. I would say we were probably 85 to 90% automated when we first built the bots. So our accountant kind of has a sense for which ones are automated, which ones aren't. It's still saving her some time, but not the amount of time that it was saving. And she is doing this manually, and it does take some time.
And you cannot trust with the bots. The problem is like really, as you said, it's small change and it messed up completely.
Yeah, absolutely. And we had a third-party vendor build the bots for us and then maintain them. And it was getting expensive to maintain. And it felt like we were constantly having to circle back around because they made small changes, or there were things being put into place that the bot just couldn't get around. two-factor authentication generally broke the bot. And that,
Okay.
for whatever reason, the last several years, it seems like everybody's going to two-factor authentication to get,
Yeah, that's a good part about this one is like we the custom development do this type of things as well. So you just like send it to us and we still going to maintain it until we figure out the right way.
That'd be great. That'd be awesome. But Skip, as I mentioned, Skip's really driving a lot of the payroll information. Here's, this is flowing. We're in the process. You may recall, maybe it's been brought up, maybe it hasn't. Moving to Poly for our product pricing engine. Poly talks to Encompass, and then Encompass is going to talk to Skip. And there's a lot of data that gets populated in here that's relevant because then what that'll generate for us are our branch payroll reports where we're calculating commissions within this system. And then based on data on this lock screen, we're also calculating, what is the gain on sale for the branch versus what's its gain on sale for corporate? What lender fees go to the branch? What lender fees stay with corporate? And this all gets kicked out. And currently we send it into just this giant Excel file we've got created that I don't want to say it has a lot of automation built into it, but it's got a lot of formulas in it that it works pretty well, a little antiquated, might be something down the road, might be nice to look at and see if we can improve upon that.
I want to ask you, like you are also bringing complete secondary marketing screen from your Encompass or just certain fields?
Secondary marketing is interacting really primarily with MCT. To get the data to MCT, though, some of the fields are coming from Encompass, some are coming from Skip, and then we're creating one master file that I believe on the cadence of every 15 minutes is being communicated with MCT, just try and ensure, we've got proper hedging in place.
And then MCT is like they are sending you a file because like they used to send the file, now they have their own portal. So are you receiving those files still from MCT?
Yes, we are. But then we're importing them right into this system here. And that's where it'll throw in commitment numbers, the committed prices, the expiration dates of those commitments, so on and so forth.
Up to market and everything else, right?
Yes.
Like it's a huge file they sent.
Yep.
Okay. By the way, I have a good relationship with MCT, so we do a lot of work together.
Awesome.
MCT is like using our one of our tool called Switch as well. So
okay.
For some of their client to integrate with Encompass, get the data and update. We send the file to them actually automatically.
Yeah. I will say, and another reason why a lot of Skip was built is a lot of that data we've historically wanted to keep out of systems that branches are also in, because many times we kind of tripped over ourselves and exposed more sensitive data than what we wanted to the branches. So you won't find commitment prices, you won't find PAs, final price, all of that information does not reside in Encompass. And Skip currently is not made accessible to anybody at NNGAR branch locations.
That's good. Okay.
Not saying it always has to be that way in the future. That's just kind of one of the key reasons we developed this program.
Okay. Got it.
So there's a lot of other things that I'm not talking about that it does. I mean, we're tracking our first payments in here. We're tracking EPOs, EPDs by branches. We're tracking corporate concessions that we give. There's just a lot of different reporting. We can run through it. We're creating our 1098s at the end of the year for all of our borrowers through here. Appraisal turn times, call reports for compliance to complete what they need to do. Reports on, how many loans each closer is doing over whatever period of time is being measured. We're tracking the branch. They give concessions, what they're giving corporate. That's what we're kind of looking at here. I just haven't filtered it. We're looking at our EPOs, EPDs, fallouts, funding history. We've got an investor purchase report where, again, Encompass doesn't know, generally speaking, who bought the loan, with the exception of us dropping the goodbye letter in the e-folder, but I mean, obviously Encompass isn't reading that and putting that then in any field. So this is where we're keeping track of who are we selling loans to. We can set a whatever date range we want. We can look at 30 days, 90 days, or past 365 days and just kind of get a sense for where those are all going.
Sure.
We looked at the values of the locked loans. We look at how many loans are being locked, pre-submissions being submitted, refi opportunity report. This is looking at past borrowers. I won't pull the data again, but we can pick start and end dates for the previous loan that we closed. We want to set a floor interest rate. Interest rates start falling and we say, hey, 6% is par today. We'll throw in 6. And this report will give us everything that's at 6% or above. Then obviously we can filter by branch, LO, or loan program type. We can send those refi ops emails to all of the LOs. We can send it to marketing to update CRM, export it to Excel, or just look at the data here. Repurchase report. We're tracking repurchases, unsellable loans. Shipping, I think we talked about. TAMI report wouldn't make any sense, but that's actually our source of truth for closed loan data. So it'll default always to current month. So far this current month, this is what we've got closed, average loan amount, total records. You can sort the date range by however you want, and then you can drop down. You can look at the branch, yellow, the state, refi, purchase mix, all that there. Yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, okay. I said okay.
Okay. And then, we want to keep an eye on, obviously, our warehouse lines. We want to keep an eye on what's the available credit limit. We want to see, okay, we funded 5.3 million. Our target was 5. Like I said, we're done with Bank of Oklahoma for the month. They're probably not going to get another loan. Same thing with
And
First
when you-
Horizon.
And when
Yeah,
you
go
when you update the purchase date 2970, that will remove from here, right? So
Yeah,
it automatically does that.
whatever date range I set here, that will show me what we funded in the record count.
Mhm.
Is that what you're asking? I'm sorry.
No, usually when you have when you have a purchase date in the system, it means you clear the warehouse at that time.
It does. And that plays into this right here. What's our available balance? But here we're just looking at, hey, what did we use the line for each given month? Whether we put it on the line and sold it 5 days later, or we put it on the line and sold it 30 days later. If we borrowed 500, this report's going to say 500 was funded on the line. That's not saying what the balance is on the line currently.
Okay.
And actually, and this isn't either, but this is saying what's the available credit limit minus the current balance on the line. And this is telling us what is available on each of these lines.
Sure.
So I can keep going, but that's kind of.
That's what you are using it for, right? Other options are there, but all of them are active. Like I see you have sorry, screen was little small, so secondary
I'm sorry.
accounting. Are you still using accounting, compliance? Are you using those all of these options?
I'm not going to say every single one of these under each drop down is still in use, but the vast majority are.
Okay.
Like we'll use this under compliance. We'll use this to keep track of all of our office leases and when are they expiring or have they expired. A couple of these expired. We just got to mark them as, retired or closed branch locations. Yeah. And then what I didn't show and what's really can't be shown is Skip generates a lot of follow-ups automatically as well. So it'll follow up with LOs when they've got a locked loan that's expiring in 5 days, 1 day, or 2 day. When we sell a loan, it's going to let that LO know, hey, we sold, borrower Bob to Chase Bank. Here's their new loan number. Here's all the contact info. Because a lot of our LOs like to get out ahead and let their customers know before they get the goodbye letter. And then we're also calculating when is this loan out of EPO, and we're sharing that information in that email that we send to them there. We'll overfund a lot of our closings for any kind of last minute issues that may
Mhm.
arise at closing where, hey, we need an extra $50. We overfund by $200 on almost all of our purchases. I would say 95% of the time that's not needed. So that $200 is due back to us. Title companies aren't really good in general at getting that back to us. This
Yeah.
Skip gives them a couple weeks and then it starts following up in emails with them. Same thing, and I didn't really go over it, but we've built kind of our own final docs program here where we're following up on all of our final docs, trailing final policies and recorded mortgages. And we can sort it real quick and see, well, what is our oldest, it's in there. I'm just not sure where, but we can, in fact, it might be default in that. I'm not sure, but we can just take a look at that and see, okay, we got a loan from February. We still are missing the recorded mortgage. It'll start emailing, following up with title companies, asking for those documents.
Sure.
It updates insurance agencies so long as the information is in Encompass of mortgagee clause changes, so they can make updates to the borrower's policies. And we're not getting a check for $20,000 2 years later for roof damage on a loan that we sold to Chase Bank 2 years ago. Yeah, and it's following up and it's doing more than what I'm mentioning, but yeah,
I think this
there's more
is a good introduction at this time, and then more whenever you need some changes or updates at that time, we just like get into it in more details.
Absolutely.
So
One last thing I'll show you real quick. We do
Mhm.
have kind of our own project management system. It's nothing flashy in here, but things that we're trying to get accomplished in Skip. CRM was mentioned on the previous call. Set check for email loans. Okay, that's actually done. Let me go to page 2. Adding borrower and co-borrower to the goodbye letter. Actually, that appears to be done as well. Sorry, I'm looking for things that aren't done and I keep stumbling on things that aren't. Okay, here's some that aren't. Locked value report auto email. We want to start sending an email to branch managers on Monday morning saying, hey,
Mhm.
here's all of your LOs that locked loans last week, and here's where they locked them at relative to what's part of the branch.
Sure.
And just kind of share that information. So we've got that. This would be for another call, probably something that we could talk about, the projects that we don't yet have done and could certainly use the development assistance that we've hired you guys for to help build.
Sure. Perfect. No
And I'm sure
problem.
things we haven't even thought of.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The mortgage industry is like really ever changing too.
Uh-huh.
So that's it. Thank you. Sorry it took a little longer. It's more than an hour now. But thank you for joining. Mackenzie, I'm just going to wait for you to send me a little bit more details about the plugins, and then we'll go from there. We can see
I will
which
have that.
one.
I should have that to you by the end of the day. I'm working on
Awesome.
a document for you now.
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Mhm.
Um,
And you're going to share a
that's
Dropbox, right? To upload the.
yeah. I'm going to share
Okay.
Dropbox after this meeting as soon as okay. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
No, I don't think at this
have anything
point.
else. Yeah, I think we've talked about a lot today.
Yeah, perfect. That's why we are here, right? So we can take as much as notes for ourselves, and then we'll start working on it. Uh, Alisa, you have anything?
No, I think I'm just gonna connect with Brandy tomorrow for the other project.
Okay, perfect. Um,
Can you send the file over to Mackenzie before that so she can kind of get prepped?
For the mapping file?
Yeah, I thought that's what you're talking about.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, let me go ahead and do that for her. And Mackenzie, I'll just send it out to you before end of the day.
Okay,
make
thank you.
sure there's a field IDs, okay, in
Yeah.
that. So make sure that. Thank you.
Sorry,
Thank you,
could you
guys.
repeat that? I couldn't hear what you said, Nor, sorry.
I was telling her that send
Oh,
her a
okay.
Yeah,
mapping
it was
with the
for me.
field
Don't
ID.
worry.
So it is much easier if you have a field ID, then you say, ah, this looks good, right? And then
Yes.
there is like, for example, funding date is a most pressing for us is like some people use milestone funding date, and some people use 1999 as their date. So it's like really everyone is using different field IDs. But we can go over it as soon as we get this information. Okay. Okay. Anything else? No.
Mhm.
Think I'm good.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
your time.
you.
Thanks.
you.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.